So there are two factors always involved in the way you feel. How fast your stream is flowing, which is totally what you've caused to happen, and what you're doing with your thoughts right now in relationship to the stream. Sometimes people say, well, I need to do more goal setting, and I need to say more affirmations. I need to be more disciplined, and I need to do more of the things that will make things happen. And we say, we want you to understand that your life experience itself has been all that has been necessary for you to establish your future experience. Every time someone's rude to you, you want people to be nicer. When you're rude, you want to be nicer. When you're confused, you want more clarity. When you don't have enough of something you want more of it. In other words, you're constantly adding to this vibrational escrow, and it is so well tended to by the source energy that is you, by the source energy that has become the vibrational equivalent of everything that you have been asking for. You could not, even if you had all day long, all week long, all year long, you could not sit and write an accurate description of what your life has caused you to become. But the source energy part of you knows it so clearly and is calling you so constantly toward it that if you will just listen for the way you feel and make it your dominant intention to reach for the best feeling thought you can find from wherever you are, you will find relief, 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 relief. And as you do, the stream will carry you closer and closer and closer to the fulfillment of the things that you want, and you will get the fulfillment of all of those things that you want. We promise you every one of them will manifest, but in the meantime, you'll be having a joyful ride. The speed of your river has been established before you were born, and you've been contributing to it every day of your life experience. And so this speed factor is not what you need to try to deal with. It's already happening. What you want to pay attention to is, what are you doing within this river that you've already got flowing? Are you flowing with it? Or are you trying to fight against it? And the way you flow with it is by looking for things that feel better and better. And the way you flow against it is by making the worst of things. The way you flow with it is by making the best of things. The other day, Esther was working. She was against a deadline. She had only a few hours to finish something that had to be in the FedEx box by 4:30 that day. And Jerry had already done his part on it. Everything that was left to do was for Esther to do. And so Esther was diligently after it. She was going to do it. It was something that she had to do, or she would violate all kinds of other intentions that were very important to her, like keeping her word, or like keeping the people who were waiting for it from having to reschedule things. She was going to do it. And then Jerry announced, oh, what a beautiful day this is. They were in San Diego. I think, he said, as he is breathing deeply and putting on his running shoes, I think I will take a walk. And Esther said, oh, how very nice for you. So off Jerry goes on his walk, and Esther goes back to her work. And as she is doing her work, she is feeling sorry for herself that she's not out having a walk. And she is beating the drum of, I've got too much to do, and I need to get better organized, and I've got to stop sleeping so much, and I need to find more people that can do more of these things. And as she is beating that drum, she is pointed right upstream. Now she's got a raging river going. You'll never meet anyone who has a stream moving faster than Jerry and Esther. They've been at it for a while, and their stream is romping. And a little bit of resistance goes a long way in a stream that's moving that fast. And so Esther is realizing she's feeling terrible. And then she remembered what she's been hearing us say. That I am where I am. That what is what is. And I cannot change necessarily the circumstances this red hot minute. In other words, the money I have right now is, the pounds I weigh right now are. What I have to do today is. Everything is as a result of what I've been flowing before. This is what is. And there's not a lot that you can do about changing very much what is, because it's been a while in coming. But you do, Esther remembered, have the option of making the best of what is, or making the worst of what is. In other words, you have option about what you do in the stream. Esther realized in that moment she did not have the option of speeding all the way toward the culmination that she wants. In other words, she can't do that this red hot minute right now. She has to flow the energy to do it. But what she can do, what you can do, is you can find relief in this moment by not pointing upstream. You can withdraw your negative banter, and in doing so, reach for thoughts that feel a little better, and the stream will turn you. And when the stream turns you, you're going to feel one whopping relief, especially if you've got that much resistance going against that kind of stream. And so Esther sat there, and she thought, it is a beautiful day, and I'm glad that Jerry is out in it. And then she thought, I'm glad I can see it from where I am. Look where I'm sitting. In the most beautiful city overlooking the most beautiful water, I can even see the sailboats. And then she said, and here I am sitting in utter comfort in this magnificent bus with this extraordinary computer that makes this work so easy to do. This work that I get to do. How lucky am I that this gets to flow through me, and that I get to play with this material, and now not only has she stopped doing this, she's turned so magnificently in the stream, and she's begun flowing with the stream. And now her work is more life-giving than the walk she thought she wanted to take. In other words, now she's not flowing against a current. Now she's flowing with the current that she set into motion even before she stepped foot into this physical body. Now she's flowing with the current that she's been establishing every day of her life. Now she's in the flow of who she is, and now she's having an exhilarating experience. And Jerry came back from his walk utterly refreshed and met Esther, who had been on a different kind of ride, who was utterly refreshed. And what we're saying to you is, I am where I am, and I may not have options right now of putting all of the money that I eventually want in my bank account today, or finding the person that I want to live in my bedroom today, or finding all of the things that I want in my house, in my life, in my garage, in my experience today. But I certainly have the option of turning and going in the direction of all of them that are waiting for me in vibrational escrow. And what you will begin to understand as you begin to go with the flow of that which is in your vibrational escrow, you will stop splitting hairs about how much of it is manifested this red hot minute, because the ride will be so joyful it will not matter to you. Our physical friends sometimes worry about those words, because they sometimes think, oh, Abraham, you're just trying to get us to feel good about the lack that we are living. You're just trying to get us to have a good attitude about not having all of those things that we want. And we say, the entire universe has been cued for your expansion. Everything is about that expansion, which is inevitable and natural. And it is not possible for you to not achieve everything that your life is causing you to ask for. The only question and the only answer that are really worth asking and answering, or addressing, or spending any time on at all, is, what am I doing in this stream? Because the stream will eternally flow, and there will be constant horizons and vistas and things that you will accomplish. There will never be an ending to what you ask for. And when you start getting the hang of being in the flow, you'll start having this glorious ride of your life, and you will begin to discover that all kinds of things will manifest, and you'll feel the thrill of them coming closer and closer and closer to you. And with all of that, you'll ask for more, and more will come, and you'll ask for more, and more will come, and you'll ask for more, and more will come. In other words, there's no end to the expansion that you are about. You are eternal beings. But the question is, what am I doing right now? Am I pointed upstream or downstream? And if that's the only question you ask, it's a big enough one. And if the answer that you are often giving is, I'm releasing this thought that's got me pointed this way, and I'm allowing the stream to carry me this way, now you are becoming a more and more joyful being. You're relaxed in the natural essence of life. You are letting yourself be who you have always been from source energy. You've stopped the struggle, and now you are hearing and feeling the inspiration of source.